So hi guys, today we are going to tackle this tray. That's what it's called, but I think I'm going to turn it into a bowl. I have already started coloring in the detail, and I use the Mica chrome powder set, and there's 10 that come in it. I use this color. There's actually 2 golds that come in it in the set. I use this one. So I've left one to show you how I did that. Then for the inside, I'm gonna color these gems with, I'm gonna put some resin in them, and then I'll put them in the center. I might put some sparkling white in it as well. And those came from Queen & Company. I just used some of their rhinestones and bits and bubbles. I have got, let's see, 6 ounces of resin. I debubbled for about 7.5 minutes. We're going to use that. And then finally, I think, so I was thinking that I was going to do a couple more projects before I got into my fall series. And then as I'm doing this, I'm like, you know, this is pretty fall. So there goes that idea. But anyway, I'm going to use Dianka Pours Coral Cove. And I said that. So I got that there. I'm going to pour some alcohol. But before I do that, I'm going to do this last one. And guys, if I make a mistake and mess up, I'm not going to clean it up, because when I clean one up, I mess up. Look, see there? I mess up 2 or 3 more. So, yeah. And I don't have trimmers, but gosh, somebody who does probably still does a better job than I do. So, that's that. And that's what I did for all of it. Okie dokie. So, of course, it's going to drive me crazy. I'm going to try. And I got this set from Temu a long time ago. So, it says there were 100 pieces. See, I'm finding something else. Let's see if I go like this. And I also have a Q-tip over here, but this one gets in better. It's tighter spots, but the Q-tip actually does a better job of picking up larger pieces like that. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start with this, and this resin is super warm because I started debubbling before I started coloring that. So there's a little divot, so hopefully they will stay within this circle. So I'm gonna do a pretty thin layer because, like I said, I think I'm gonna do a bowl, and maybe I can come back in a couple hours, see if it's pliable enough, and play with it from there. Need a little more over here. Need some orange. Okay. Okay, think that's enough of that. So now I'm going to, whoops, pour a little bit of alcohol in there. And I'm just going to go ahead and stir it in there just because resin's hot. Just need a tiny bit more. That's better. And see my tweezers. I see a little piece of something. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. Okay. All right, so go ahead and stir this up. The battery's about to die. This is super hot. Such a beautiful color. And it totally looks like fall, which is probably why my eyes went to it. I thought about doing a yellow, but alas, I didn't. So let's just kind of pour it around. And guys, then I'm going to work it out to all the sides. Just stirring it. Guys, I'm going to just pour it out to the sides, and then I'll come back in a couple hours and see where we're at. Bye for now. Okay, guys, while we have the flour curing over to the left, if you joined me last night, you would have seen that or at least joined me in the video, you would have seen that I poured this same mold. And I just use alcohol inks. And I put this there to keep the form. And I'm just going to roll it down. For this one, that seems to work out the best. And it's only tight because I left the foam in there. Taking it out. Give me a second. I'll be with you shortly. I just took the foam out, guys. So I have a piece of foam. And obviously, I'll have to clean this up. But for now, I'll still put the foam back. Ooh, guys, this is pretty. I think this is my favorite one. Yeah, I like it. It's sparkly. It's got some movement, and I can see all the colors plus a little bit of clear. Love it. Now for the lid, of course that's beautiful, but oh wow, yeah, that's gorgeous. I love that. This is definitely my favorite one. Love it. And those are bubbles, but doesn't bother me. It looks fine. It almost looks intentional because there are on so many of them. But yeah, guys, this was a simple technique, and it turned out for me to be the best one. Or my favorite. Okay, guys, when this cures up, we'll come back and we'll make a bowl. So maybe another hour and a half, I'll check, and then I'll come back. If it's not ready, I'll come back in 2 hours. Thanks for watching. Okay, guys, so this is the texture that we're looking for. It's still pliable. I mean, it could have set up a little while longer, but too much longer and I would be asleep. So definitely, I mean, it probably could have used maybe like another 20 minutes, but you then run the risk of it setting up too much and then not being able to be moldable. And I did add more resin, but it's still a little thin on the ends, as you see. But I'm okay with that. It's a decorative piece. I didn't use Bond Crafter, and I didn't use any other food safe resin, and I didn't use a thin layer of that even. If I had used it, it wouldn't have been good enough anyway. Once you mix it, which is why most of my trays that I know I'm going to have food on, I do a thin layer first before I start adding all my additives and things. Okay, so I'm about back to the start. Let's go ahead and pull it off. Okay, so I have a bowl here, and of course I want this to be the inside. So I'm just gonna do it like that, and actually however it falls, that's good for me. I don't need to pierce it or anything. Just maybe make it down a little bit right here. So that is there. And then I'll trim all that up, the rest of the edges tomorrow. But the important part was just making sure that I got the form. Okay, guys. Thanks. Okay, I don't know if you can see it all, but it's pretty much what it looks like. That's what it looks like from the side. And again, it's just a decorative bowl. So, however it turns out in the morning, that's how it is. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this video up, but I just wanted to show you how it turned out. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Even with the thinning of the edges, it still looks good, and I'll just clip, let me see that, clip any of the excess off. That was just super thin or just an over pour. Just clip that. So I'll go around and clip any excess. Do that throughout. There's not much Definitely won't need any trimming. I mean, aside from this trimming, but like it won't need any sanding. So you see that down here? Okay. And then some pieces will just pull off. And for those that don't, just clip it. And it's still, it is not completely cured yet. But I took it off a perfect time. I mean, I think I could have let it stay like another 20 or 30 minutes, but at least it wasn't the reverse. If you do it too late, then you just lose the opportunity to mold it. So, yeah, I think it turned out great for a decorative piece. And now what I can do, I haven't decided if I will. I'm not one who normally embellishes with markers, because to me it's not sealed. Then I'd want to seal it. Okay guys, sorry about that, my phone died on me. So I did want to say, what I was saying is that I've already taken some of the pieces off. I still have a few more left that I'll do, but what I was saying was I don't usually like to use markers on my resin piece because then I want to seal it. So I don't know if I'll use these or not, but these are Spectrum Noir metallic paint markers. And this one, let's see, are these, trying to see, oh, this is called Autumn Bronze, kind of appropriate. So if I want to use them, I would just take it and go around the edging. Let's see, that's a pretty fine tip. Let me see if the other ones are as fine, because a brush tip would be a lot better than that tip. So let's see. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So here's one that's broad, and I probably would use this one if I do it. You can just get more surface, but I'm probably not going to do it because there are edges that are super thin, and then it's not going to look as good to have some of it and then like they're not. So I think I'm going to leave it like this, but just in case you got this marker set, you get a 34 milliliter nib, and then this is the broad one I just showed you, and it's 4 millimeters, and then this one is 0.7, which is super tiny. Okay guys, so let's see if I can get closer without the light. So I think it turned out really good. And then the back side, and again, it's not ready, so I'm not gonna let it down. It's not completely cured yet, but yeah, I think it turned out great. Guys, so something so simple, you can do it. I mean, it didn't take a lot of time. This mold from Hobby Lobby, well, at least in my area, is $8.99. And actually on it, they pretty much did something similar, and they even did they didn't do the detail that I did, and then they didn't put any baubles in there, but they made it into a bowl, and then they even edged it. And then over here, they did do some detail. But yeah, so pretty simple, $8.99, and you've got something that looks super elegant. And of course, you could do it however and whatever color you want it. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time.